Hey guys, Tyler back. I decided this was long overdue, so I decided to go ahead and get this done. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to teach you guys about how to tell if a tape has a certain closing or not. But first we're going to start with white screen death, of course. Let's go ahead and get started, and I'll go ahead and give a quick note about the 80s tapes. The 80s tapes are much easier. All you have to do is, if there's a tape printed like around late 1985, 1986, or 1987, or maybe sometimes 1988, 1989, for certain companies, like MGM, Warner Brothers, and some other companies, might want to check the closing, because that could have the black screen of death, but if it's printed like 1990, 1991, probably won't, so, yeah, probably after 1990, it probably won't have the black screen of death. Yeah, that one's kind of easier, so I went ahead and talked about that one first. But anyways, now let's get to the barcodes and printing system they used back in the day. For example, let's start with the Indian in the cupboard tape. Wicked year code is the 51st week, 1995. First thing, I'm going to go and teach you guys how to read week and year codes if you need it. The last two numbers are the week number. For example, it says 551 on the lid. That means the 51st week. So it's like, so basically it's like the week number, and then the first number is the year number. So it's 1995, because that's the year of this tape. And this barcode meant nothing after the 40th week, 1995. So every tape printed later, 40th week, 1995, that has this barcode. That means nothing at the end. I checked the closing of this tape, it does have nothing. But if you have a tape with this that's printed from first week 1995 to like 30th week 1995 or something, check the closing. That could have the white skin death. That's just a little heads up. Here's another example, Fatal Attraction. Something underneath the sticker label for this one. That means white skin death and mowing sound most of the time. Sometimes they're not always the closings like this. Sometimes they're unexpected, have a different closing, but usually how it usually is. This is how it usually is for the closings. They usually have this type of closing when they have this. Kind of a bad example though, because you could barely even see the label underneath the sticker label, but if you look in the light, you'll probably see something underneath the sticker label. Also, another way to know is if there is no printings or barcode. Second week 1989 for this tape. So yeah, that's another way to know. Next I got Double Impact. This one has like this red ink printings right there. It's kind of hard to see. Might need to see it through the light as well. These printings mean white skin death. 49th week 1992. Jumping Jack Flash. This barcode means white skin death as well. 46th week 1992. Oh, also, fun fact before we get to the next one. This barcode was used around 1990, I think, early 1990s maybe, to like 1994, I think, around there. To like late 1994, I think. Then they used that other updated barcode that was in the cupboard. That means nothing now. However, Stargate. This also has a good barcode, the good looking barcode. Hey guys, how you can tell the difference between this and a boring barcode? Let me go ahead and get a boring barcode tape really quick. I'm just gonna get a random one. Alright, let's just say Dr. Dolittle, the remake, 1998. And here's the difference. This one's much skinnier, and it's a little bit darker sometimes. Sometimes it could be faded out, but this is what it looks like. And the good barcode, the good-looking barcode kind of has like the kind of more stretched out, and you know, kind of stretched out like that. There's the difference if you need it. This means nothing. This means white skin to death from late 1993 or so, maybe 1994, to like to like late 1995 until like 40th week, and then they started using that for nothing. So yeah, that's just a little history. So yeah, you guys already know what the boring barcode looks like now. And week and year code Stargate's 31st week 1995. So one of the last tapes to use the widescreen def barcode. Alright. Here's another example, Flyway Home. How you can tell if it's in EP mode, smaller film strip than usual, and it is 107 minutes long. Has blue sides on the barcode. I have another tape that's similar to this I'm going to be showing afterwards. As you can see, like these dark blue sides. 36 week 1997 is the week and year code. That's from like late 1990s to like 2001, how they used widescreen def in certain tapes. And same with this one. This actually came sealed when I got it. And green sides. Sometimes they'll have a kind of a boring looking barcode, but if it's in EP mode at a smaller film strip for the running time, they'll probably have widescreen def, static morning sound. Still, 13th week 1997. So it's one of the last tapes to use static and morning sound before they just went to widescreen def only. Like, Flyway Home has widescreen def only. And this one, this is basically the same thing as a good barcode, even with that red dot and everything, but sometimes it won't have the red dot, but that still means widescreen def if it looks like this. Again, until like the 40th week 1995, then it probably means nothing. 6th week 1992, 18th week 1995, this is recycled tape. So it's 2 week and year codes, they're far off. Also, some older ones do not have any printings or barcode. That actually, for like 1984 tapes, that actually does not, in this case, that actually does not mean it has the widescreen def. It doesn't. Well, no, it does have the widescreen def at the end, but I meant it does, but there's like no printings or barcode, but still uses the widescreen def. This one has the week and year code in the back, 14th week 1984. Airport has this barcode, so that does mean widescreen def. And this one, certain copies of this, the sticker label, and a couple others from Warner Brothers have these. This also means widescreen def. About to get to mowing sound in a few minutes. Now, this one of the releases you really need to check in order to be sure, because it has no barcode or anything. It's kind of weird. July 8th, 1990. It has a per date only, too. My copy, for some odd reason, has the widescreen def. A lot of copies have mowing sound. Mine is widescreen def. And this one. Now, this does not have a widescreen def because of that. Because older key videotapes, even if they have printings like this still means nothing for them in the late 80s to 90s. But it started meaning widescreen def around 1991, mid-1990 maybe. And this key videotape has a widescreen def because of that barcode, or a barcode that's kind of like, or a barcode kind of like that one. 24th from 1993. And the last comparison I'm going to do for today is this one. This is mainly a moaning sound barcode. Wait, no, I have a couple others actually, sorry. And sometimes it has a weird barcode. It has like a widescreen def barcode, but they put like this little label underneath it. That still means moaning sound. 17th freaking 1990. And this one just has that label alone, pretty much. Wait, no, it does have that small little thing. I didn't see it at first. 22nd week 1990. And one more after this, actually. Mowing sound only as well. But be careful, because sometimes it actually means widescreen def, kind of a mixed bag for this barcode. This one actually has the widescreen def. 30th week 1992. And the very last one that I'm going to do for now, actually no, there's one other, actually, sorry. This one first, because actually, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what, kind of one of the tapes, what to look for on a black screen def tape. August 31st, August 20th, 1987, per 1987, so obviously probably has the black screen def. I checked, it has the high tone black screen def at the end. And last one, for sure this time, this one. EP mode as well. Basically same thing. Pink sides. 50th week, 9.5. So one of the first tapes in EP mode. So yeah, that's pretty much a little bit more about it. So you guys probably know more about it now. So any confusion, put in the chat box. I will answer your question. And anyways, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys later.